If you're a conscious coach, holistic healer, or course creator who's feeling a bit frustrated that their business isn't growing fast enough, then this is for you. You are amazing at what you do, and you facilitate incredible results for your clients in the areas of health, wealth, relationships, spiritual practice. But when it comes to actually installing the marketing and business machinery that you need to scale your income and impact, you're a bit lost. It's hard for you to actually communicate the value of what you have to offer in the marketplace, and thus your sales are inconsistent at best. So the attraction formula is designed to help you add an additional $3,000 to $10,000 a month to your coaching business using a Skool community in 90 days guaranteed. The reason I know that this works is because I started on Skool. Okay, I found my coach online who was showing how the whole Skool platform worked last year, but I kind of slept on it because I was like, is this too good to be true? I don't know if it's going to work. I've tried so many different platforms, but ultimately in April, I took the leap and I went all in. Within 90 days, I had hit my first 10K month, and it has just continued to grow every single month, month after month. Now I've been full-time online ever since. I have a master's degree in positive coaching psychology. I got that in 2017. When I graduated, my grandmother asked me, "That's amazing, Amanda. How are you actually going to make money at that?" And I said, "Grandma, that is so rude. I'm going to be insanely rich and I'm a delight and people love me." And yet it was really, really hard for me to attract clients to my business. And I was working full time. I was getting so burned out, and I just like, if this was ever going to happen for me, I was feeling so frustrated that I knew I had more to unlock inside, and I just wanted to help people, but I couldn't figure out how to actually make it work. So I ended up going back last year and getting 6 certifications, ICF, International Coach Federation certifications, because I thought that if I just had more certifications, that then I would be able to get the clients that I needed to. And at the same time, I was like, I'm working full time. How am I going to see the amount of one-to-one clients that I need to see in order to have the kind of income and impact I wanted to make? It just seemed like the math didn't math. And then, like I said, once I started my schools, all of that started to come together. And then recently, I was chosen out of 6,000 applicants for Alex Hormozy's private mastermind coaching program on Skool, the Skool 100. So I don't know if you know who he is, but it's kind of a big deal. Very excited about that. So if I showed you the steps and I gave you a personalized step-by-step roadmap to hit your income goals, would that be something that you were at least interested in? Before we get into all of that, though, we have found that our most successful clients have a few things in common. And I want to make sure this is you before I waste any more of your time, because if it's not, then this isn't a good fit, and that's totally fine. So first is first, they take action quickly on what they learn. They understand that the best way to learn is to start. So it's start, then learn. Don't learn, then start. If you feel like you have that, awesome. They are not afraid to reach out and ask for support. So I always tell my clients, there's no stupid questions. The only stupid question is the one that you don't ask me. If it's something is taking you more than 15 minutes, holla at your girl. That's what I'm here for. And they were sincerely ready to transform their business now. Do you feel like that's you? If so, amazing. Let's move on. If not, I love you. We'll see you around. Okay, so what I've noticed and what I've seen is that almost everybody who's trying to achieve, everybody says 10K months. When they come to me, that's what they want to make. That's what I wanted until I met with my coach, and I was like, I just want to be at 10K months consistently. And she was like, 10K months are simple. We're not going to shoot for that here. We're shooting for 20. And then within 8 days, I had hit a 10K month. And I was like, oh, wow, that's crazy. It's all in the mindset. But what people do is they spend hours and hours on content that doesn't convert. The problem with that is you are not getting enough eyes on your offers. If it's not converting, there's not enough of your ideal clients watching and engaging with it. So I already know you're not getting enough eyes on your actual offers, which is obviously going to be reflected in your sales. The second thing is you can spend months and years creating content, but not making anything. So it's a very hard and slow process. I literally spent over a year creating content for my coaching business without making a single dollar. It was so frustrating. You also can't compete with full-time content creators. Like if you're part-time and you love what you do and you're an amazing coach, that's amazing, but you don't want to have to be a full-time content creator. And if you're only relying on content to get clients, it's very difficult to compete with people who are full-time content creators. Like that's what they do. The last one is people think that they need to have a huge audience before they can monetize. And there's a couple issues with this. The first is if you build the audience first without your monetization plan in place, i.e. your offers or your offer suite, you will end up building an audience and putting so much time and energy and effort into building this audience that isn't actually interested in what you do. I see it happen all the time. It's called the broke influencer syndrome. I know people with over 150, 300, 500,000 followers making less than $1,000 a month. When the goal is to go viral or get likes, follows, saves, and shares, if that's what you want, that's great. But our goal here is to make sales. And you understand that likes, follows, saves, shares do not equate to sales. So, and I know very small creators who are earning insane money. Like I know a woman who's got 3,900 Instagram followers, makes over $1 million a year profit. The second thing people try to do when they want to go full-time online is creating courses. Now, in theory, this is a great idea because courses are scalable. You're not trading your time for money. But the problem is if you don't have a proven system that you have brought a number of people through that you know gets them this result, you're not going to be able to sell $10,000 worth of a course as a beginner because you don't have the street cred, the authority, the expertise, the trust of your audience for them to believe that if they just buy that course from you, that they're going to get the result. People don't buy courses, they buy solutions to problems they already have. So in terms of most to least scalable, a course is the most scalable, but the hardest to sell. And then the last one that people do is they try to do this with one-on-one coaching. This leads to burnout, frustration, overwhelm, because you are limiting the amount of money you can make to the amount of hours you put in. And as long as the input of time is connected to the output of money, you do not have passive income and you really don't have a scalable business model. The other issue is that the transformational coaching market has grown by over 200 times the size it was just a few years ago. So it's very saturated and loud. And unless you have content and an offer that is so pointy, it like shoots through the algorithm and attracts the people you want and repels everybody else, you get ignored. Nobody trusts you. You're not an expert yet. And it's also not that easy to sell. If you want to sell one-on-one coaching, you need a link in bio, you need a website, you need an email list, and you need different tools and platforms that are all connected to each other so that you can actually have one-on-one coaching clients and deliver the resources, etc. And yes, hard to scale because it's limited to your time. All of these things to say ultimately means that you become one of the 82% of all businesses that fail in the first 5 years due to lack of capital. They didn't fail because they weren't good enough, or they didn't fail because they didn't have something to offer. They didn't fail because their idea wasn't great. They fail because they run out of money. And they run out of money because they do not have a system in place to consistently attract and convert clients in a scalable, impactful manner. So this leads to just feeling burnt out, frustrated, overwhelmed, and wondering why all of these people on social media who seemingly have way less experience than you now seemingly making way more. Like you see the guy who went on a week-long shamanic retreat in Bali, all of a sudden he comes back, he's got a Rolex, he's flashing his Stripe balances, and you're just like, what does he have that I don't? We're going to break it down. So instead, what we do inside the attraction formula is do a free Skool community plus an irresistible offer. The community is built to help a specific person with a specific problem, with a specific desire, using a specific process. And if you don't think that you have a specific process, I promise you do, and I'm very good at pulling that out of you. So once we have that, we create an unbeatable offer. Your offer is the vehicle that manifests your external vision. So if we want to be making $20,000 or $10,000, however many $1,000 a month, we need an offer that is built to get us there. If your goal is $20,000 and your offer is $600, just do the math. You have to sell so many more of them. That's not going to be an aligned offer for us, likely. And there are tweaks that we can make to make that offer unbeatable. From there, we create you get an effortless sales system that's just it's simple way to facilitate clarity and decision, because we can have an amazing offer, but if we can't actually sell, if we can't convert it, then none of the marketing or anything that we do in the business can actually work, okay? And from there, we have a dream client attraction system that is literally, it's a copy and paste, value-based client generation system to book 8 or more highly aligned potential clients every single month. We create messaging and positioning that attracts clients and builds massive trust. You're leading with massive value, which makes booking a call with you irresistible. That's what we want. All of this allows you to stand out in the sea of coaches and consistently attract and convert highly aligned clients every single month, month after month, which all of these lead into financial freedom. Like, your marketing and branding is what determines the level of energetic exchange in your business. If you do not have marketing and branding, you do not have a business, because that's how we draw the attention. And if people are willing to pay you with their attention, with their time, there's going to be people who are willing to pay you with their money. That's where sales comes in. We have to be able to sell. From there, we go to operations. Operations is like your client delivery. How are you at actually delivering the results and the value and the transformation that your offer provides? That leads to financial profits, and all of this leads into your financial freedom. Yay! So the attraction formula is everything that you need to build a 6-figure coaching business on Skool. You get one-on-one coaching, a done-with-you Skool setup. We do it together. It literally takes an hour. You get weekly workshops, a 24/7 supportive community. You have a personalized 90-day step-by-step roadmap, so you will never have to guess or wonder what things you need to be doing each day, each week in order to hit your goals. You also, with the 24/7 community, you're able to ask questions and get answers every single day, Monday through Friday, so that you can continue to make those 1% shifts in your business and see results. That's what it's all about. And then we also create your high value offer, either repositioning your existing offer or creating a really aligned high value, high ticket offer. You also get AI tools, which, me and AI, we like this. Plus proven scripts, frameworks, templates, just to save you hours and hours and hours of time. And I know this works because I have seen someone go from government welfare to $7,600 on Skool in 20 days using what we do in the attraction formula. I've seen Samuel go from $0 to $10,000 a month selling a $99 membership in 120 days. I've seen Milos go from $0 to $3,600 in a week selling a $1,200 offer. And then I've seen Stephanie collect over $19,663 in 50 days. So if you are looking for the same results as these people, click this QR code to join the waitlist. That'll send you to an application. We let people in on a first come, first serve basis, as we only have limited capacity to onboard new clients each month. We do also offer scholarships, and other than that, we will see you on the inside. Mwah!